What up, you guys? Welcome to the channel where we make StarCraft into one of the most epic ways to play, win, and get reactions from people. What is going on, guys? Hopefully you guys are having a good week. Alright, so today we've got a subscriber request. So this one was actually requested, I think, about like a month ago. I just didn't have a chance to get around to doing it because I was away, and this one's actually pretty hard to do as well. So troll forecast for today, guys, is going to be doing dropping 30 Archons into enemy bases, except I'm going to be mind controlling Zerg, and I'm going to use Overlords. And so using Overlords, people aren't going to expect that it's going to be like a Protoss unit. So I'm going to actually pick up the 30 Archons using Overlords, and I'm going to drop them inside these guys' bases. So it's going to be super funny. So hopefully you guys stick around and check this one out. Hey guys, if you guys like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the fun troll plays we're going to do on players. Like this one, and this one. And of course this one. And as always, guys, make sure to drop some thoughts, comments, or any fun ideas you guys may have. Alright guys, let's get back to the game. On my team today, I've got a buddy. He's over at 3 o'clock, he's Terran. Then we got a pub, Smeagol. He's very bad. This game he didn't contribute much at all, and so it's kind of like a 2.5 versus 3-ish. On the away team, we've got GG Oxystar. He's probably like a 4 out of 8. We've got Deagle 105. He's probably like a 3.5 out of 8. He wasn't that great. And we've got DM White. He's probably like a 6 out of 8. He's actually a pretty decent player, and so he's probably going to balance out the rest of the team, so it's going to be a pretty decent game. Overall game level for this is probably like a 4.5 out of 8. Not too bad. Okay, it's a pretty long game, so I'm going to fast forward to a lot of the fun stuff here, but just want to make sure I kind of illustrate just some of the developments in the beginning so that you guys kind of follow along and see how we got to that point. So I'm going to open up with a wall here, and what I was hoping was that Zerg was actually going to get some units here to come out and harass, but he didn't pretty much do anything aside from sitting inside his base, so it was pretty frustrating. So I'm just going to support my ally over here. Hopefully he gets us tanks, or he does some tank drops and whatnot. So okay, I'm going to have to get Stargate here because Zerg is teching up to a lair, so he's probably going to get like a spire, and so I just want to make sure, yeah, we have an Overlord there, so we can see that he's making a spire. So definitely got to make Stargates here just to get some Corsairs to counter that in case if he does make middleless and he does go after 3 o'clock here, because Terran's obviously pretty important for our team. So I'm talking to 6, and I'm saying that he's doing nothing at 6 here, aside from essentially just getting an expansion, getting no units, not doing any harasses, and just sitting inside his base. So okay, got the fast expansion now, so I've got Corsairs coming as well, just so that we can get some defense. My ally is doing a tank drop over at 11 o'clock here, so they broke through our base. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna teach Brown a lesson here. So I actually allied the away team. So I allied, I think, Green and the Protoss here, and what I did was I allied them and then I pinged them to go Brown. Because I don't want them to go me, because I'm gonna get this wall here, so I'm gonna ping them to go Brown. So they're thinking, Teal and White are thinking that somebody on the team is telling them to go 6 o'clock. So Brown's gonna take all the hits for us here, and I'm like, die. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the tech tree here. So I've got the Templar Archive, upgrading mind control here. I'm going to get some Dark Archons as well, and it looks like Brown is dead, so he took the hits for us. I guess that's what he gets. That's karma for him. So he's got a few drones here, so I'm actually just going to steal his drone. I'm going to steal Brown's drone here. I'm going to make Zerg so that we can get Overlords to drop. Okay, Allie wants to do a drop here over at 1 o'clock. I'm actually a little bit concerned because I'm scared that he might leave, or he's going to die too prematurely, so that we can't do this troll play here. So, but I went ahead and I did it anyways. I went with him, so we're definitely going to take out Zerg here. This is DM White, by the way, so he's actually a pretty decent player. It's 2 versus 1 on him right now, so we've got Corsairs, and he pretty much just went mutilous, so he's definitely going to die. So I'm hoping that he ran his drones over to 12 o'clock or something here. Alright, so I got the Dark Archon. What I'm going to do now is run around here. I'm going to drop it inside Brown's base, and I'm going to steal one of his drones here. Even though he's already pretty much dying, he only has like 4 drones. I'm going to steal his drone anyways, so that's what he gets for not supporting us in the beginning. There you go. So it's at 150, so I'm going to steal one of his drones here. And now he has 2 drones. Oh my gosh. And I took a base over at 5 o'clock here. Oh, it looks like Brown said something to me. I don't know what he said because he's speaking Spanish and I don't speak Spanish. But if you guys know what that means, let me know. So I stole that drone. I'm going to make a hatchery over at 5 o'clock here. I'm going to hide this base. I'm going to get a wall here. My ally's probably going to drop some tanks here. And then we're going to steal that off so that the away team doesn't see that I'm going, that I have another race. And it looks like my ally did a drop over at 12 o'clock here. So he's pretty aggressive this game because I'm always on his case for not harassing. So, alright, so looks like we took out Terran here. And they're trying to do a defense counterattack over my allies, but I do have disruption web, so I'm just going to de-web everything here just to buy some time for him so then he can do more damage. So it's a pretty good return on investment considering this was a very small army that took out so much here. So okay, back at home, I'm going to make gateways now, so we're going to start production of Templars, because you need, as you guys know, like we need 2 Templars to make an Archon, so it's going to be 4 supply per Archon. It's kind of like an Ultralist pretty much at this point. They're kind of each other's equivalents. Alright, so I got the hatchery done now, so I'm going to start making drones. So first larva is going to be a drone, second one's going to be a drone as well, so I can make pool and then make a hatchery, and then the third larva is going to be an overlord, and then we're just going to keep making hatcheries. So that's a secret, guys, is making hatcheries so they can keep with production really quick. So got tons of money, so I'm just going to keep using all my money to make hatcheries here. So let's go back to our base here. Looks like we are making the production of Templars, so I'm going to hide this. Hopefully they don't see it. So I'm getting cannons around my base now. It's going to make I'm going to max out before I can actually go, so I want to make sure I have like 30 Archons, and I'm going to use Overlords to pick them up here. So back at 5 o'clock, what I'm going to do as well too is I'm going to free up some supply of my probes, because pretty much I'm using probes right now to use as workers for my economy. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of ease off on it. I'm going to make drones now, so then it's going to ease off on the supply, so then I can use it for more Archons. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm probably going to make like 13 to 14 hatcheries here, and I'm going to use it for mass Zerglings as well, because we do have a pretty, we're pretty empty food supply for Zerg. So aside from making Overlords, maybe I'm thinking let's use it for mass Zerglings as well. So we're going to make like probably 300 Zerglings and also 30 Archons. So it's going to be pretty cool as a combination. Alright, got a bonus clip for you guys as well too, because I did another game where I did mass Archon drops as well. And similar to like Ultralist, guys, like when you drop like 30 Archons, like they pretty much leave because they're like, what the fuck? If they don't leave, their ally is going to leave, so one of them will definitely leave. So I want to make sure I can actually show you guys that game, even though it was only like one player that I was able to drop it on. It still looked pretty cool. So alright, so I got the Overlords. I made 24 Overlords, so I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to pick these Archons up here, so it's going to look pretty cool. And the thing is, as you guys know, like, if you see 24 Overlords, you're expecting like Hydralisk, Zerglings, or Lurkers, or whatever, but you're definitely not going to expect 30 Archons, so it's going to be super, super funny and super surprising for them. So, alright, so we got 24 Archons. I'm going to use a few Corsairs here as kind of punching bag, so that when I do drop, these are going to take the hits, and then the Overlords won't be able to be killed, so then I can drop these Archons here. I'm going to pick all these up. Back at 5 o'clock here, so we've got a lot of hatcheries here. I'm upgrading weapons as well. I'm upgrading speed and adrenaline, so we're gonna get a ton of Zerglings as well too. So my ally scanned it, and it looks like he's got a bunch of units over here, so I think he's getting ready for an attack as well. So maybe we can do some sort of distraction to pull him outside of his base, so then I can actually drop. And it looks like he has a Arbiter. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to do a recall on me, so it looks like we took out that Arbiter. That's good, because now he doesn't have anything to recall my base, so we're getting ready for this drop now, guys. It looks like my ally at 3 o'clock is joining me with 10 dropships as well. Alright, let's do this drop, guys. We're gonna get these Corsairs to come in first. I'm gonna de-web some of these cannons here. I'm gonna drop on top. I'm gonna drop all these Archons on top of his base, and he's probably like, what the fuck? Why are there Archons coming outside of these Overlords? He's definitely not expecting this. I love it. I love just using Overlords to like surprise players with like with like a different unit from a different race. It's like you don't know what to expect. It's almost like a Kinder surprise. You have no idea what's gonna come out of these Overlords. And my ally did a drop right here as well. So this guy's just being so bombarded. Oh man. And these Archons are upgraded too, guys. So I did make sure to upgrade them. So we're gonna keep upgrading it as well. It looks like Zerg here is trying to do a counter at me, but I mean, if he actually saw what was inside this base, he would probably not want to do that. Because we are starting to make Zerglings here as well to you guys. So I'll show you guys the food chart. So food chart, I am currently at 308/400. So I'm almost maxed out for Zerg as well. So I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to unleash these Zerglings until I have like maxed for 200 for supply on Zerg, and that's going to mean that I have like 300 or more Zerglings here as well. So we're going to do a drop combination of these Archons here, and we're also going to unleash 300 Zerglings onto DM White. And guys, if you've never played against DM White, he's actually a very good player. So he's like a 6 out of 8, which is rare. We don't get that many because there aren't that many good players. But we're going to witness like a good player being trolled here, so it's going to be pretty fun. And again, it's not to say that he's a noob or anything like that. It's just kind of the way the game was set up and how we kill players. I mean, Brown is getting killed now, so we're gonna let him continue to do this, so that it's gonna boost his morale and confidence here. So Terran is still in the game, guys. So that's why Teal hasn't left yet, because he feels like there's a winning chance if he's gonna take out 6, and Terran's still in the game. So doing some scouting here, my ally's freeing up his supply. That's why he's sending some SCVs, and looks like there's a ton of Hydras. He does have +1 on armor and attacks here. So I'm getting ready for this drop, guys, and I'm gonna pick up these Archons here. I'm gonna kill. I killed that wall there, and we're gonna unleash these Zerglings as well, because I am currently at almost 400. All right, so how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna send all these Zerglings from the back slowly to the front here. So then they're gonna kind of not be in a line, but oh man, they kind of are, because like these tanks are kind of blocking the pathway here for these Zerglings. So I gotta make some time for these Zerglings to go first, and then these Archons inside these Overlords to go afterwards. So alright, as you guys can see, like on the map here, all these Zerglings are just rushing through. It's like a huge line of Zerglings here. We still got tons back at home. So I'm gonna send 2 groups, one group to 1 o'clock and the other group to 12 o'clock here. And as these Zerglings are distracting from the front, I'm gonna drop over top of these Overlords. So check this out. I'm gonna drop these Archons on top of this Hydralis, and he's probably like, what the fuck? What kind of combination is this? Look at this. We got all these Zerglings coming through here, and all these Zerglings coming at 12 o'clock here as well too. That's a crazy combination. Like mass Zerglings and mass Archons being dropped on top of players. It's so funny. I've never done this before, guys. This is the first, so hopefully you guys that had subscribed this, there was probably like, I think like at least 10 of you that asked for this, so there you have it. I'm gonna show you guys a bonus clip of another game that I did, mass Archon drops as well too, so you guys can enjoy that. Alright guys, welcome to the bonus clip here. This is actually another game that I did, mass Archons, except I wasn't able to do it on top of all players. It was only like I think 2 of them, and then they left right away. As I mentioned, you know, as soon as players see that you do mass Archon drops, they just leave. But it was still pretty cool to kind of see it. So the players that I did it on was actually Fish Eye Terran. He's a pretty decent player. He's probably like a 5.5 out of 8. Again, he's pretty decent. So to be able to do this on top of him is kind of funny. So I think you guys are witnessing some pretty decent players getting trolled here. So, and then the other one that I did it on was Kyo Kusanagi. So he's a fan favorite. I mean, I think if you guys play on US West, you probably know who he is. A lot of players get frustrated with him, so you're also going to enjoy this one, because I also did get to drop mass Archons on top of his base as well too. So alright, I'm going to fast forward to the mass Archon drops here, guys. Alright, so I picked up the Archons here, guys. Got 30, got 2 groups of Overlords here. I stole a drone from my ally, so I built a secret Zerg base over at the bottom of his base here. And I was able to make like, I think like 6 hatcheries, and I made a ton of Overlords. So we're getting ready for this drop here, guys. And same thing again, we're going to use the Corsairs as a punching bag, and then the 2 groups of Overlords will come in afterwards. So check this out. So I'm going to target these Arbiters, but it looks like he was able to stasis my Overlord, so I was like, damn. It's only going to prolong this, but check this out, guys. It's going to be pretty cool anyways, because he has no idea what's going to come out of these overlords, so he's expecting like some sort of like Zerg race, so he has no idea, except he's seeing that there's some Archons, so he's kind of confused. He's like, where are these Archons coming from and why are they coming outside of these overlords? But check this out, as soon as stasis is going to be freed up, all the Archons are going to come out. So at this point he's thinking like, okay, maybe I have a chance here because I stasised all the overlords, and now he's going to put all these units right below the overlords. But check this out, as soon as these Archons, these overlords are unfrozen, it's going to be hilarious. And check this out, they are upgraded, so it's 3, 3, and 2. And now they're being dropped. So he thought he was safe, but he had no idea like how many Archons were going to come out of this. And so his base is just being massacred now with mass Archons. I mean, this does look pretty cool, guys. It's definitely not something I would do for sure, but again, this is purely a troll channel, guys. So if you're new, like, welcome, guys. This is a troll channel, so don't take it so seriously. You know, this game's all about like how we can get to the troll play, and in order to get to the troll play, a lot of times you have to make players think that they're winning, they have a shot at winning. Sometimes, you know, somebody has to be sacrificed in the team, just so that, you know, the away team thinks that they are winning. And so it makes it that much better, so that when you do these types of troll plays, they're just so caught off guard and just so surprised. So we're going to wipe out everything that he has at 5 o'clock here. I'm going to go back home and I'm going to make some more Archons, and we're going to continue with our mass Archon drop here over at 1 o'clock. Alright, let's go to 1 o'clock here, guys. So Keo is actually, he actually survived because we actually killed him quite a bit, so I'm actually pretty surprised that he was able to still be alive in this game, and he was able to get a base again. So, but not for long, because it's going to be I've never dropped mass Archons on top of a Terran before, so this is going to be pretty funny. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to use these Corsairs as punching bag here, as cushion, and then we're going to drop these Archons inside his base. And he's probably like, what the fuck? He did not expect this many Archons to come inside the base here. And there's these stupid Corsairs that are attacking my Overlords. So I'm just going to drop everything. You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice your Overlords, guys, because you have tons of money anyways. Overlords are just used, you know, essentially for pretty much drop if you are trolling. So that's why you have to keep making Overlords if you are going to be trolling with Overlords. So there you have it, guys. This guy's base is just completely swarmed. If you haven't seen Kusanagi being trolled before, this is probably his first time getting mass Archon drops, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. Again, they're not noobs, guys. These guys are decent players. You know, if you're playing regular, you're playing standard, or if you try it yourself, you'll see, like, you know, it's not this easy. It doesn't look this easy. It's because it's a troll. So guys, drop some funny thoughts, funny memes if you guys have any. I love them. Keep them coming because it really makes the channel just that much more fun. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, guys. Tons of different playlists that you can check out of different ways you can have fun and troll players and whatnot. And make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on all the fun troll plays that we are going to do. Alright, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.